This is Parth Ingle and Bhavnabhan Ingle. They are son and mother. Together they were sentenced in jail for taking away the life of this guy. This guy is Arun Kumar, who is the father to Parth and husband to Bhavnabhan Ingle. So, why did they take away his life? And how did they got caught? Welcome to Spookish Vibes, the gateway to the most chilling stories. From unsolved mysteries to true crime cases, we dive deep and uncover the truth. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn the notification on, so that you don't miss our uploads. In our today's episode, we dive into a quiet suburban neighborhood in Pennsylvania, where tragedy struck what seemed to be a normal family living the American dream. This is a twisted and heartbreaking tale that unfolded between a mother, her son, and the man who tied them together, the husband and father. Today's story starts like many others, with a dream. A couple leaves everything behind in search of something better, and for a while, they seem to find it. But dreams can warp, trust can fade, and when suspicion takes root, the results can be tragic. This is the story of Arun Kumar and Bhavnabhan Ingle, immigrants who built a life in Middletown, Pennsylvania, and how that life spiraled into deception, paranoia, and ultimately loss of life. Arun Kumar Ingle and Bhavnabhan Ingle were once two young dreamers from India. When they arrived in America, they came with nothing but ambition and the hope of giving their children a better life. Arun Kumar was brilliant, a skilled engineer. He landed a job with Boeing, a career that brought status and stability. Bhavnabhan was equally determined. She launched a private business from scratch, transforming it into a successful business and building her reputation client by client. Together, they raised two children, Parth and Avni, two neighbors. They were the model of the American dream. But behind closed doors, the dream had cracks. And soon, those cracks would widen. The illusion shattered when Bhavnabhan discovered Arun Kumar's affair. They fought, there were tears, screaming matches, and then, calm. Arun Kumar apologized. He promised it was over. For the children, they decided to stay together. But Bhavnabhan, she didn't believe him. She couldn't. So she did something she'd never imagined doing. Consumed by suspicion, she conspired with her son, Parth, to install a spy app on Arun Kumar's computer and a GPS tracker in his car. What began as an attempt to monitor his fidelity soon led to a far darker discovery. One evening, while reviewing the intercepted emails, Bhavnabhan stumbled upon a life insurance policy worth $3.6 million, taken out on her and the children. She also saw emails that suggested that Arun Kumar was planning something sinister, something that would allow him to claim the insurance money. Concerned about what she saw in her husband's emails, she confronted Arun Kumar and demanded an explanation for the unfamiliar email addresses. Unaware that someone had been reviewing his messages, he reassured her that there was nothing to worry about and that the emails had no connection to them. However, due to her lingering trust issues, she refused to believe him. Determined to uncover the truth, she contacted their son Parth, who also had access to his father's email account, and asked him to investigate the matter further. After Parth accessed his father's emails using a spy app, the family uncovered even more alarming information than what his mother had initially discovered. What they found confirmed their worst fears, or so they thought. Among the findings were a passport application with fake names, communications with individuals in India discussing a shady deal, and plans for a solo trip to India under the pretext of attending his grandfather's burial, despite no one in the family being informed of the grandfather's passing or invited to the funeral. The most damning evidence was an email to his mistress, in which Arun Kumar hinted at a big plan that would make him a lot of money and allow him to start a new life with her. The family was shocked to learn he was having an affair again while secretly making these arrangements. Confused and concerned, they confronted Arun Kumar. But he dismissed their worries, insisting there was nothing to fear. Seeking help, they reported the matter to the police. However, after reviewing their claims, the authorities found no concrete evidence to warrant his arrest, with no legal recourse. The family now feels compelled to take matters into their own hands to uncover the truth behind Arun Kumar's suspicious plans. Convinced that their father was planning to murder them to claim a life insurance payout, the son and mother took matters into their own hands, only to discover too late that their actions were based on a horrifying misunderstanding. On a quiet night, Parth confronted his father in the kitchen. The argument escalated, words turning to shouts. In a blur of emotion, rage, fear, Betrayal. Parth reached for a baseball bat. One fatal blow, then another. Arun Kumar collapsed. Bhavnabhan, thinking quickly, called 911, her voice calm. "My husband, I found him. He's not breathing." Arun Kumar Ingle was pronounced dead at the scene. The police initially treated the case as a homicide based on the story that Bhavnabhan told them of having came home and found his husband unresponsive on the ground. This was tragic mystery. The investigation began, and for years, the truth remained buried. But secrets have a way of surfacing. During the investigation, it was revealed that Arun Kumar had not been planning to harm his family. Instead, he had been orchestrating a scheme to fake his own death during his trip to India, using the fake burial of his father as a cover. His plan was to claim the life insurance money and disappear with his mistress. The emails Bhavnabhan and Parth had interpreted as threats were in fact desperate whispers of a man cornered by debt, blinded by a delusional exit strategy. When confronted with the truth, Parth and Bhavnabhan broke down. They confessed everything: the surveillance, the confrontation and the death. Parth pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter, while Bhavnabhan admitted to conspiracy. In their defense, they argued that they had genuinely believed their lives were in danger based on the emails they had read. Parth was sentenced to 33 to 44 months in state prison while Bhavnabhan received a 10-month sentence. In the end, it wasn't betrayal or violence that destroyed the Ingle family. It was a lack of truth. The Ingle family's story is a tragic reminder of how miscommunication and mistrust can lead to devastating outcomes. What began as a quest for security and stability ended in betrayal, violence, and the unraveling of a family. The American dream they had worked so hard to achieve was forever tainted by the choices they made in their darkest moments. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you never miss a new upload. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay awesome and I'll see you in the next one.